Greetings everybody and welcome back to DeGrand. DeGrand Daddy plays Hades, the long winter update. A run with a bow and the Chiron bow at that. Actually I don't want to play the Chiron bow because we played that on Valentine's Day already. I vividly remember that. So another one of the Aspect of Error, which should be interesting in a few ways. You play the Aspect of Error, you're looking for a great cast build, and what can I say? I really do enjoy a good cast build. That's arguably one of the greatest things about the weapon aspects. Just the fact that we actually have two, maybe three weapon aspects that just work greatly for me. It is happening again. I will try to reroll this because I ain't having this.
No thanks.
It's not a key, damn. Someone told me that every time you reroll this nectar bottle would end up being a key. And if that would have been the case, it would have been a net win because I wouldn't have lost out on a single key or fatal authority, but here I am being fooled. Oh well. It's just one reroll, it won't mean the end of the world. There's Demeter again. I'm just going to go for not only, but also because I hope that we may end up getting a little bit more story progression, because she has been on the roll for the last few episodes. That whole Cory reveal, which I don't quite understand, seemed to be pretty interesting.
That Sister Hera's Heartseeker you have.
It is.
The very weapon which she used to put our predecessors down. It hasn't lost its potency, I see. Fear not. I shall not mention this to her if I see her.
Oh, I would not mind if you would. Quite the contrary, please do mention it to her. I wouldn't mind seeing some of her support as well in the future. And yeah, I actually forgot for a while that I was talking about this weapon aspect for such a long time, and yet I managed to actually forgot to load on my cast stones in. Not like it was really necessary, considering that we have the explosive shot and now also the chilling shots on our bow attack here. But I mean, if you can use it, it would be a waste not to. There's a key back. I don't want a palm right now. I do take a heart though. Just putting a palm to our attack, it would not be a waste, but it would also not be that good. That's pretty decent. There's more. And they're all down. And I saw this fish. This one is not going to escape from me. There he is.
Hellfish.
So apparently that weird looking guy we caught the other day, I mean, was it yesterday? Was it the day before? Something along those lines. Apparently that fish can only be pulled out if you get a perfect catch. And yes, I will take Aphrodite here. And you know what? Together with the Hera aspect, taking her cast might actually be pretty good. Only one way to find out. I mean, it's going to be great just on account of me being able to actually have two divas on the target with this.
Here they are.
So yeah, let's see if we can grab it. And we cannot. We cannot. The idea was neat, but we cannot. Okay, let's take a Dying Lament instead.
I feel stronger.
That should end up making for some fast room clears. Now I have run for the palm regardless, but that's okay. Was really hoping to reroll that into more HP, or maybe even a god, for all I know. Sadly, that did not come to be. And you know, I just remembered, we actually learned last time that Demeter is arguably the greatest god to ever pack on your Hera aspect bows. So, needless to say, I would be interested in making that happen in here one more time. Just the Ravenous Will, for example. It's so good.
Stop by whenever you're around these parts, all right, Prince Ed?
I will do that most of the time, indeed. I know that I'm in good company here.
Cheers, mate. Boulder, you can speak up if there's something on your mind, you know.
There he goes. Giving us his huge wisdom again. And we actually get 9% more money. Honest to God, that's great. I was about to say that the boons he gives, they are obviously not that good, and that there is a good case to be made for me not actually approaching him anymore for the Boons, simply because it actually ends up being mostly a waste of nectar bottles just for the memes. But then he comes around and gives me such a great blessing, and how could I end up saying such rude things after experiencing such grace? Just how could I? How could anyone at this point?
That's a relief.
Boldy just keeps on giving, and we love him all the more for that. There is a challenge room. I would not mind going for that. You are not supposed to strike the prince. Hello, big boy. Taking him out slowly but steadily. And of course there's gonna be more. Pretty sure I took out the witch there in one shot, man. There you go.
Look what I found.
Ares, of all the gods, Ares, huh?
Now what?
Fine then, Ares. Let me see what you have, Ares. You better make this worth my while, Ares. Because if you don't, I know your family, I know your father and your mother. I will snatch on you. No, not snatch. Snitch is the word. I will tell them that you bothered and bullied me. And then you will have to stay at home having a nice curfew for the next few millennia or so. Just because you have been such a bad boy.
There's no problem war cannot sort out.
You think, huh? Yeah, I mean, look at that. I am already utterly disappointed. Battle Rage is going to be the best choice here. And yes, sir, I will go for Demeter in here. No doubt about it.
In the name of Hades.
The dash and Ravenous Will, high rarity, it's perfect.
Cold.
It's exactly the boon we wanted.
Which sister this time?
Ooh, the hot
What's new,
one.
Meg?
You ready for me, Zagreus?
Oh yes, girl, I am. We should not forget that we can actually drop Sisyphus down on her. Oh yeah, remind me, I need to show you something after this fight. Something that I honest to God have never noticed since it was added to the game.
Got you covered.
Of course you do, boy. Ooh, there's a lot of you guys. Actually got a nice amount of damage there out of my Dying Lament.
Can't be.
But yeah, man, so far we're doing pretty good. This one would have been on a whole nother level if we would have gotten the Aphrodite cast. Look at this. I actually never noticed that, simply because I don't really get into this corner of the map all that much. It's a set of statues of the three Fury Sisters, and it looks amazing. Also, I noticed that she is holding... This is Meg, you can tell by the hair. She is actually holding a hat. At first I thought it was a Gorgon hat, which would have put the entire friendship between her and Dusa on a whole nother level. But as you can see, this one over here, I think this is Tisiphone, also holds a hat in her hand. And Alecto, I don't think she is holding one. It's a bit hard to see behind the chain. But man, it's a great, great asset to have in here. Tisiphone and Alecto don't have that. It's only in this room. But yeah, I was pretty happy when I saw that.
Fury failed to do her job.
I mean, it's especially interesting considering that the three sisters, at least until the point of this game starting out, we're just not really getting along. At this point, it has been gotten a bit better. But you know what I mean. It's just, you have to imagine these three girls who mega loathe each other
Asphodel.
actually grouping together, come together for some kind of artist just so that they can pose for a set of statues.
Okay.
Gotta say, I would like to see that story actually unfolding. I think that would have actually been amazing to witness. I would like you to stop hopping around. Thank you. And yeah, man, our burst damage is already pretty neat. Damn. One-shot him thanks to the Battle Rage. Slam Dancers. Slightly annoying. Oh, Hermes. Hermes could give us something good. Also, Yeah, I was about to say, something is missing. It was the music. But then it kicked up a notch. Slid my mouse there for a bit. I have way too much stuff on my desk lying around. I should actually just go and clean it up for a bit. But you know what? That's not the way I'm doing things. Daddy DeGrand always used to say, and I mean not me, actually my father. He always used to say, whoever is keeping order is just too lazy for searching things. That's the motto I live by. And if the degree of...
No time to waste and so on, cuz. Now choose.
Yeah, I will choose. Something good. Quick reload actually is pretty decent. If the degree of lack of order is telling you one thing, I should be a flippin' genius. That is how chaotic my desk is. I mean, I'm looking at my desk right now. I have peanut butter,
I'm at the docks.
several bottles of lemon juice. Not lemon juice, lime juice actually. It's called lime juice. And also a glass of honey is still laying around here. I had a feeling a reroll would give me Demeter there. Very happy. Because I would also like to get the snow stuff here.
The barge of death is always here for me.
What else do I have here? Oh yeah, a bunch of papers I am actually working on. And aside from that, some salt, some cutlery, because I was eating not too long ago. Oh, there you are! I was about to say, someone is missing there. I'm pretty sure I have my smartphone lying around somewhere in here, but honest to God, there are so many things in here that I actually can't see it at first glance. You know, that's actually something I would like to tell you about. First of all, where is the flipping void stone? Here, there he is. I actually did not own a smartphone for a pretty long time. I am 29 years old. I got my first smartphone when I was 26, I think. Never had one before, and honest to God, never really wanted one, but because of a job I started back then, I basically needed to have one, just for the sake of having it, because it was making everything a bit simpler. Let's take the Arctic glass here.
That's cold.
And looking back at it now, I think there haven't been a lot of things more hurtful for my overall productivity in basically every regard than having that smartphone. I just catch myself glancing at it so very often when I could be doing anything else instead. I used to be the type of guy who would just vividly read every chance he had. I was driving with a bus or with a train, I would start reading. That was basically my thing to do. And now instead of reading with books, I just catch myself browsing on the internet for basically bullshit. So very often. I was actually contemplating whether I should just get rid of my smartphone overall. But then, I actually started doing YouTube. And every now and then when I have a small calm minute, I actually go through some comic sections over the YouTube app. Which is at least not a waste of time, because I love interacting with you guys. But sometimes I just catch myself just scrolling through various Reddits without really any plan or agenda behind it, just to pass the time. I mean, with that being said, if I would just spend more... I actually almost never use them when I'm at home. It's really just when I am somewhere going around. And yeah, I really think I should just get rid of it for good at some point. I used to have a friend who was the same before I had a smartphone. And honest to God, it was annoying because he would just look at it at any point in time. When he was walking around somewhere, we was going to do some grocery shopping, when we were talking to him. It's just a bad scene, and for me it has never been that bad, but it genuinely makes me afraid of that maybe end up being the case one of these days, so just to prevent such rude behavior from ever being put to consideration for me, I think it would be a good job to just really go back to the simpler days
Spend it all in one place.
where I was not feeling inclined to just look at it all the time. And yeah, that guy, he was like, yeah, but I can't. What if anyone needs to reach me? I was telling him, just leave it at home. We are only going for a walk here very quick. Was a good friend. He was living close by to me. Was going through a rough time back in the day, so every now and then we were just taking a few walks just to get my mind off things.
Not yet.
And I was like, yeah, just leave it at home for a while, just be cool about it. And he was like, yeah, but what if something to happen? What if someone tries to call me? All that stuff. I mean, goddamn, I was born in the 90s. We were doing plenty of stuff back in the day without ever worrying about not being available for once. I know times change, but they haven't changed that much.
Not now.
I mean, then again, maybe they have changed. Maybe they have changed quite a bit, but it does depend on the topic you were arguing about. For example, the other day I was actually contemplating about some of the games I have played back in my day, long before I started doing anything regarding to YouTube. And as an example, I was a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series.
Sisyphus, gangway.
My first game was Final Fantasy IX, which, probably because it was my first, considered to be the greatest of the series. I also played Final Fantasy VIII, which I personally liked, even though I know not a lot of people did. Final Fantasy VII, I think it's a slightly bit overrated, but it was still a great game in a lot of regards. Final Fantasy VI, amazing game too, great characters, great storyline, great villain. And I was super excited for the game that ended up being Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if most of you guys even remember that, but the trailer for that series, or for that game, has been running around for literal years without any kind of actual progress being made there. And I actually haven't really played it because it really came out late and I'm not owning a PlayStation 4. But I was watching some gameplay of it, and that is just a huge point in time where I personally really recognize that time has the times have changed, that gaming has changed. Of course, there are a lot of more powerful markers, but because Final Fantasy has always been a series to me that was always very dear to me, it was really that time where I noticed that.
Paradise awaits you, boy.
Then again, I could probably say the same thing about the entire Final Fantasy 13 series. Oh man, screw that series. I think that was... Yeah, I gotta say, out of my Final Fantasy experiences, I think Final Fantasy 13 was the worst. The series had a lot of going for them. The entire soundtrack of Final Fantasy 13, except for maybe the most prominent tune, were amazing. While I really did not like how long that series was going on for 3 flipping games, I actually really liked what they made with the second game. God knows I'm usually not a big fan of time travel stories, but they had an amazing villain. And that amazing villain had an amazing theme song. Kaio's Ballad, honest to God, one of my favorite characters in the Final Fantasy franchise. Just for that, I'm pretty glad that the series did exist at some point. But just good music and an amazing villain did not make me care all that much for the series as a whole. There are just way too many problems with that. I don't consider getting Winter's Harvest as a problem though, so that makes me very happy. And this is where we reroll.
Better idea.
One more. Here's our hammer. I would like to get triple shot in here, thank you very much. Let's see if we can make that happen. I missed all my shots. Oh yeah, by the way, here we are playing the Hera's back. We still don't have a cast. I was really hoping that when we saw Aphrodite, she would give us her cast, but sadly that never came to pass. Begun. We certainly did not want to have Ares' cast. I also did not want to have Demeter's cast. She has given us a very good amount of great passes for a cast and some other things. But we are still missing out on that strong cast boom that just puts the entire run together, you know? You thought that it would come back, but it didn't. Thank you for the triple shot.
Thank the gods.
Much appreciated. And this could be our room. I'm actually going to make Aphrodite not mad here for a while, because I actually really do want her cast first and foremost. So, there are my girls.
One of them's going to be mad.
And it's going to be Demeter for sure. Common cast, okay.
That was an ill-advisable decision, Zagreus. I'm past quickly forgiving such mistakes.
That's okay, as long as you will forgive and forget it eventually. That was pretty good burst damage there. Now we are starting to cook. Yeah, I suppose he is. Nice. So, where are my cast stones at? There they are. The Demeter Wrath effect, it's awkward. Feels like a slightly more but slightly less annoying version of Dionysus.
Perhaps a few more winter seasons such as that might teach you more of how this world works.
Yeah, but not today. Maybe come back in some of those few winters, but not today. So, as long as Demeter keeps giving, we are going to take... Got the big boy out. The little ones will follow suit. Nice.
Nice for now, thanks.
I think this is where we will take her 8.
Ice cold.
It's always a nice 8 to have. And Ares... He could give me a Boon, I'm not really interested in. And aside from that, I'm enjoying being able to burst down these guys through their armor. Feels good, man. Feels great. But yeah, Final Fantasy IX, that was a great game. That is a game I genuinely miss, and honest to God, will not even mind looking back at.
In the name of Hades.
I mean, I'm probably going to take the Impending Doom here. Not really into it, but I'm going to take it regardless.
Want it again?
Yes, again. I'm here for plundering and pillaging. And also for making these guys miserable for ever having picked up a fight with me. Don't fight with me. There is no hope. Don't try. Please give up. It's your destiny.
Not yet.
They had their chance.
All mine.
So, that was a nice amount of gems. We're actually getting closer to 1,000 there, which is good. Should be able to actually afford something pretty soon again. Where's my guy? There's my guy. Ooh, that was good. It's even better because we have the Dying Lament actually dealing quite a bit of damage to them there. Woohoo! Yes, baby girl. Down you go. Oh man, that burst damage feels good. And because we have the hair aspect and got a quick reload from Hermes, we will just end up being able to do this a lot of times in quick succession. And that's all they wrote. Hello. Feels great.
Nothing left here.
Zeus coming out of nowhere. Yeah, no, let's go for Demeter once more. Zeus all by himself right now as this stands. I don't think he really would have gotten us anything interesting. His dash, it wouldn't be good. It would just be his dash with all jolted on it. Or maybe something like his legendary. It would just not be potent enough. We deserve better on this run. Like being able to one-shot that guy. Yeah, that's pretty good. More? Yeah, of course there's more. There's always more. Oh no, there's a shield hero. There's more of these explosive guys. Hating them. Hating them quite a bit. Hello, super shield hero. Where you at, boy? I ain't having this kind of tomfoolery with you. The clock is ticking. We maybe need to hurry up here a little bit. I am contemplating it, but I don't think I'm actually going to take it. Maybe I will lose out on a life. So be it. My god, this girl is giving us with both hands right now. Yes, please do. Also, please stop spawning in. Damn. I'm still hoping for the greatest of all cast runs by just seeing Artemis and Demeter together over and over again. I want to really forge the most powerful cast run in history. Ideally for that you would want 1 or 2. She got me. You might ask yourselves now, why didn't I just summon Boldy before that happened? The answer is quite simple. I did not think about it. That's really all there is to it. I take the killing freeze here, thank you very much.
That's brisk.
And we go for the shop. We haven't been able to spend all that much money on this run thus far.
Just tightening up a bit. That's a relief.
Our balance is looking pretty strong here. Let's take this special. And see what the Beef Boy duo has in store for us.
We've nothing left to say to one another, Hellspawn, other than to battle!
Yes, to battle indeed. Oh yeah, we haven't seen Asterius all day today, haven't we? Yeah, freeze them solid, freeze them good, freeze them like we should. 30 seconds left. I do not care, I don't feel afraid at all. Oh, he's done there. Is Asterius okay? I don't think Asterius was okay there. I just wish he would stop calling me feet. You know, I'm a god with feelings. And there's one down, there's the other one. 3 seconds left on the clock, no fear. Thanks for the darkness and the money. And our tribute to our lovely supporter over there.
Must I send Cerberus to put your path again?
Do whatever you want, Hades.
You leave Cerberus out of this.
He is not gonna do that, you know him. You know him better than that right now, don't you? I mean, we have lost the Death of Defiance, so you know what? We worked very hard for maxing out that keepsake. We might as well taking it.
Still need these. To the surface.
With 200 HP, getting 150 HP back when we die. That's actually better than a regular Death of Defiance at this point. So, let's see what Charon will have in his store for us. Hopefully something amazing. Hopefully something great. I mean, there's Demeter ×2 and a fish. And actually Hermes is also in here. Nothing interesting for me, but I will take it regardless. She is offering me her special too, huh? Yeah, I'm not going to take this exchange. Thank you very much. I'm not really into Ares' special all that much. So you know what? Let's actually make this exchange. We should be able to get a nice amount of Arctic Blast stacks over here. And you know what? Artemis is my #1 choice over here. Maybe we get something cool like the dual shot in here on a short notice. That would make me very happy, alright. There was one Arctic Blast. If you would have had the Chiron aspect, this would have been even better, of course, but we'll make do with what we have, as per always.
What else?
But if our enemies die, they die in a fairly explosive manner. Because not only, whenever enemies die, they will actually trigger the Dying Lament. But also the Killing Freeze applies a small bit of AoE damage. He outran me. That applies chill and deals a decent amount of damage. Nice.
Hey Zagreus, good luck out there this time. I'd tell you may your aim be true, but I can guarantee it actually.
Girl, you better guarantee that for me. Oh, of course he's not giving me any of the chaos-related boons. But you know what? I feel like we haven't had the support fire in quite a while, so we are taking that. Getting closer to... I think I actually forgot a fish earlier, didn't I? I may.
Fish.
But we haven't forgotten about this one over here. Yeah. 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 The next one should be a perfect catch. There we go. A stone wall. Never saw one of those before. Okay, Ares. Honest to God, we don't care about Ares.
How about another?
I would like to say that we care about Ares a little bit, but that would be a dirty, dirty lie, alright? One thing we do care about, though, would be buying another Death Defiance, just out of principle. Really just out of principle. Hello! You're dead! Hello! You're dead too. Poor guys, never stood a chance.
Not now.
Alright, Aphrodite. Oh, small rats. They don't stand a chance. They really do not stand a chance. We have too many good attacks that are just excellent for absolutely eliminating huge crowds of enemies like that. That was the shattering effect of our Killing Freeze. I like that these enemies are fairly squishy. Allows us to just take them out at a pretty reasonable speed. And he's down too.
Olympus, I accept this message.
So, sweet surrender for more damage. Hell yeah.
Much appreciated.
There's actually a kiss of sticks for sale for once when we need it. Guys, have we ever seen that happening before? I don't think we have ever seen that happen before.
I'm back.
What a week, man. Getting the Chaos Legendary, getting some actually Death Defiances when we need them. I feel like we have been actually on the streak in here. Whew. Honest to God, the entire week has been nothing but absolute crap. But Hades has been given with both hands this week. So, hello. Need to be mindful about our time over here a little bit more. They're still spawning in. There's still guys spawning in. They are no longer spawning in.
What do I get?
Gemstones.
That.
We're really getting close to 1,000 here. We have had some good luck with our gems on this run, so I am very happy about that. Wouldn't mind if we saw that keep going on. But for now, we're actually done with the floor. Yeah, the Curse of Vengeance could be good, but I feel like this is going to be our main player here. And we also have enough gold to buy that last boon from Demeter, whatever that may be.
Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave.
No. Really? Are those the two last boons we could get from her? Okay. I will take your nourished... What is it called? Nourished something? Nourished soul. Actually, would have been better to go for the
prince persuades
palms
the
there.
underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Yeah, I was actually, honest to God, not really minding her god pool there. She wasn't even offering an exchange, which is hilarious.
Heading out.
Because, honest to God, she... Wait, could she have? No, she wasn't actually even able to offer us an exchange because we have 4 of her main boons. We have her Wrath, her Dash, her Attack, her Special. Only her cast was actually missing. I'll be
I have
damned.
other pressing business to attend to, but I cannot let you leave.
Yeah, man, we actually almost dried out her god pool. No, wait. We are missing out on that... We were missing out on the boon that makes you end up upgrading your boons by fighting through some rooms. Where I'm not intended, but appreciated. Your face is pathetic. What even is that beard?
You've no control over your brutish strength.
Not interested in the analysis now, Father.
Taking quite a bit of damage over here, but that's okay. Would like to get my caststones back anytime soon, please. That was a pretty powerful swing there.
No.
I will not. I'm refusing to go home here. You should be almost done over here, Hades. That's close enough. Come on out. I'm gonna show you a good time. Oh, he's juking me so good today. Go over here. He is sitting me there. I got trapped by the trap over there. Lose the death defiance here. And as you can see, I cannot be faced by that whatsoever. Come on, Hades. Time for you to bite the dust. Oh, he's putting up a fight. And that was all the fight he had left in him.
You think that you're the only one who shall keep fighting?
You... Hades. See, here's the thing. I don't know if I would call that fighting. I've seen you put up a fight. That was not a good fight coming from you. But we are once more a disciple of Hera, which is of Demeter, which is nice. This run was pretty okay overall, but I feel like we could have gotten better.
Then met another of his fated deaths, in fashion best left to imagination.
But yeah, for the perfect cast build, you would need either the Poseidon aspect, which was gonna be my personal favorite, and then just a super strong cast, which you can build up on, ideally with some legendaries and
Please, everybody, hold your applause.
duo boons. There we go, we've done it. Anything to say for yourself? Of course you don't. But he has. Let's see what that conversation will be all about. I still don't quite know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. If there really is anything to do with it. We can just make it shake every now and then for a bit. Petting the dog.
Boy, just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
It looks like at least two of them are enjoying it. The last one, he just wants to sleep. He wants to stare at the ball. That's what he enjoys. That's what makes him have a great time of enjoyment. Portrait of a woman. Gotta say, I'm interested who that woman is.
I have no idea who this is, but she's so elegant she ought to adorn these halls if you ask me.
Hang on,
Whose countenance have you stuck to the wall this time?
I actually want to see that for myself a little bit closer here. Makes you wonder who that is, doesn't it? I mean, if you look at this wall, we really have mostly family there. I don't quite think I remember what this picture was. I need to get super close on my screen to really see that, but I can't because my mic is in the way. But this one, I mean, it's a nice looking woman. She has some black hair. I don't know why, but when I think of Persephone, I really do associate her with that color scheme. I don't quite know why myself, but that's the first thing that came to mind.
Greetings, Father. Ran into Lady Demeter out there on my last outing. Or should I say my grandmother? Was she to you then, ex-mother-in-law? Source of abject terror? Hard keeping track? Our family's rather complicated.
Oh yeah, that it is.
Do not invoke her name inside my house, you hear me, boy? You do not know at all what she is like. Though I can see why you two hit it off. She hated her father. Though understandably, as he was worse even than mine. Even than yours.
Ooh. That was, you know what? Even than yours. He is admitting that he is doing bad. That is... I can respect that.
Hard to imagine.
Gotta say.
your humble court musician, Zagreus.
Yes, you do. Gotta say, that conversation
in order at this time.
was a lot shorter than I anticipated.
I shouldn't be back here right now. No thanks to you, of course.
I mean, there are other places where you could be. I can't just only keep offering that.
Some water-dwelling beasts for you, good chap.
Oh, that was a pretty good amount of gems.
Now I have to clean the raptors once again.
Yeah, do that. Goodbye. That was a very good amount of gems. And here we get another big bunch, thanks to selling off some Titan blood.
Special, please.
I'm pretty sure that if I buy Titan blood with gemstones as a special offer, I only need to spend 100 gems, so this is a very good deal. And with that, we should actually have enough gems for something else, maybe? Yeah, a bloodless sculpture.
Let's go with this. A hideous rendition of a grizzled skeleton seems suitable to call.
Hey, would you look at that?
Fear into these worthless shades.
What? That was probably the closest I've ever heard of approval coming from you, big boy. Let's check it out. Okay, nothing happens.
The frightful countenance of a bleached, bloodless warrior decorates the hall forevermore, eternally in tribute to the savage servants of the house's lord.
I could take him.
Yeah, I think so too. We have faced our fair share of skeletons. In fact, I know of a pretty fearsome skeleton standing all the way over here in the courtyard.
I can play.
Yes, all the practice has paid off. We are all very proud of you, Zagreus. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, as always, let me know in the comments below. If you have any idea on what exactly might be going on with Persephone or Corey, whatever you want to call her, let me know about that as well. And I will see you all in the next episode. Until then, have the greatest of days and stay as awesome as you are.